What's happening there, guys, and welcome back to our channel. Britney Spears had a very spectacular wedding recently, but there was one major incident that happened during the event. In this video, we'll be talking about the police rushing to Britney Spears' wedding. Number 6. Ex crashes the wedding.
First husband. Oh, I'm here to crash the wedding, bro. Fuck that. They're not...
Britney Spears has been going through a lot in recent years, and now that she's finally free from her conservatorship, she's able to do so many things that she's wanted to do for a long time. One of those things is finally marrying her fiancé, Sam Asghari, and it was all set to be a very beautiful day, but unfortunately, things didn't start out that well for her big day. This is because on that day, her ex, Jason Alexander, decided that it would be a good idea if he crashed the wedding. She was married to him for about a year in 2004, and it seems like she judged him for who he was. One of the worst things that can happen to any bride on her wedding day ended up happening to Britney. One bewildering detail about all this is that Jason chose to livestream himself going to the event, which goes to show just how brazen he was about his actions.
Hey, where's Britney at, bro? I'm Jason Alexander. First husband.
Number 5. Coming into her house. Britney Spears had chosen to have her wedding at home, which is why she had set up a tent beside her house, and preparations were underway when her ex decided to go there. Having the wedding might have been a good idea for Britney since it was more intimate in that sense, but it ended up providing Jason with an excuse to enter her home. That's right, he actually went inside her home in order to look for her. During the live stream that he was doing on Instagram, which showed his actions to the entire world, he went into her home and started to open any closed doors around him. He was also heard asking the staff in the house where Britney was, which must have been a really scary situation for them. They simply responded to him by saying that she had to leave. One of the things that turned out to be in her favor that day was her timing, as she had left the house before Jason decided to enter it. Number 4. Cops responded. Britney Spears has had a bad experience with paparazzi in the past, which is why they weren't allowed anywhere close to the wedding, but even after all of this, many of them were posted away from her house, which is why many of them ended up recording the cops rushing towards Britney's house. From the videos that were released by them, it looks as though the cops were very quick to respond to the scene as they were speeding towards her house. A few minutes after this, they were also seen leaving her house, with Jason supposedly in the backseat of their SUV. Number 3. Baffling Situation inside house. While the entire situation itself was a difficult thing to wrap one's head around, the truly baffling thing in this entire event was the way Jason was handled by the cops once they had entered the house. Since he was live streaming the whole thing, his interaction with the authorities could be seen in his own video. When they approached him in order to escort him out of the house, he just kept on saying, "Don't put your hands on me." The baffling part was the cops actually listened to him and ended up refraining from touching him for quite a while. Let me just tell you guys this. If someone illegally enters your house, the least you're allowed to do is touch them, right? Well, there's no telling what the cops were thinking while interacting with Jason, but it looked like an excruciatingly long time for them to resolve the situation. Number 2. Mentally unwell. As you can no doubt already guess from his actions, Jason Alexander is not mentally well. This sentiment was also echoed by a person that had been keeping a close eye on his actions for quite a while. She said that she had seen Jason stalking Britney for a long time. The reason why she didn't report on this is because, in her opinion, Jason seems to thrive off of the attention that he receives whenever he's mentioned in the media. She even said that Jason Alexander likes the interactions he got on social media, which also makes one understand why he was live streaming himself walking into his ex's house. Number 1. Other wedding details. Other than her ex crashing the wedding, the rest of the event went very smoothly. There were many details revealed about the wedding, such as the fact that Donatella Versace herself had designed Britney's dress. Even the tent that she had placed outside her home had some very beautiful flowers arranged around and inside it. It was also reported that the only member of her family that was invited was her brother. So these were some of the details about cops rushing to Britney's wedding. Thankfully, nothing bad had happened, and all was resolved before Britney returned to her home. This brings us to the end of our video. If you enjoy the content, then let us know by leaving a like, And if you haven't done so already, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel as well as hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on future videos going forward. Until next time, take care and goodbye.